Some people chase success, others pour into a rocks glass and call it a Tuesday. Today, we are here at Endzone Lounge and Liquors with Morgan, The Mill, and Caitlin. My name is Gustavo, and this is Poor Decisions. Let's start with you, The Mill. When did you start bartending?
I started bartending 2019.
2019?
Yes. I needed a quick job. And my the person I went to art school with, Colleen, she was offering they needed a new bartender.
Perfect.
And I was like, sure, I'll take it.
So it just kind of happened.
Yep.
What about you, Morgan?
I started last year. I actually thought I was just doing the store over there. And then I was told by the
They're
owner,
like, no,
hey,
you actually going.
you want to be the Sunday bartender? And I said, oh no. Sure, I guess so. If I must.
What about you, Caitlin?
I started in 2021 or 22. 21. During COVID. I was laid off from my full-time job, so I needed something to do in the meantime.
How would you describe this place?
I would call it, if I'm being honest, I would call it like a second home to our
Second home?
Yeah.
Because you were saying that you got laid off of your job, and then you were spending a lot of time here, and then it kind of happened, right?
There was nothing else to do. Everything was closed, and when they started opening bars again, I'd come here, sit with my either my music or like a Sudoku book or something for hours just to get out of the house for a little while.
Morgan, how you describe this place?
Yeah, I would describe it as like a family. Yeah, especially like I moved back into the area 2 years ago, didn't do much, and then I started working here. And now they can't get rid of me.
What about you? What about you, The Mill? How would you describe this place?
Home. It's kind of like where everything started for me, bartending. So it's like you always come back to it. It's kind of like if you go to your friend's basement, it's like you don't even knock on the door anymore. You just kind of walk in, and you're just like, it's just home.
What kind of crowd do you guys normally have in here?
The down home town regular.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great
A
answer.
lot of regulars in here.
Yes. Everybody knows.
And everyone knows everyone.
Where you can come in having no idea who's behind the bar and no idea who else is here, and you'll ultimately find a friend, like somebody to play pool with, or if there's no one else in here, the bartender will hang out with you.
Yeah, I see that you guys have the pool, you have darts, you have like competitions, right? You do. What's your favorite drink?
I would say a vodka cran.
Vodka crème, simply. And about you? I know we talked that you don't drink like that anymore.
No, but
that you had your moment of craziness.
Oh yeah, I had.
And now it's
Caitlin can tell you some many stories about me drinking. But I would say usually I get a double shot of Cuervo Gold and then a Yingling, or sometimes my favorite before I actually stopped drinking. Caitlin made me a margarita, just a regular margarita, but it was in a frozen mug. So that was my joint for a long time there.
What the hell is?
No, I'm gonna. The Mill, tell me, what's an overrated drink for you and an underrated drink?
Overrated, off the top, lemon drop.
Lemon drop?
Without a doubt.
You're really not into the
lemon drop is I can't stand making that drink, whether it's the shot or the drink itself. I think it's overrated, honestly, but underrated.
Underrated.
Sometimes if you get a good Mai Tai,
A Mai Tai?
Sometimes if you get like that, or like a Bahama or something like that, I feel like if you put the right amount of rum in it, it could be almost like a rum LIT, honestly, for me.
What's an underrated one? What's a drink that you wish people would ask more?
Ask more of?
Yes, like you have a special love for that drink.
Be honest.
Shots.
LIT. I like it. I
Shots
like to make
is
a good LIT.
LIT. Okay.
Especially for like a regular customer or like a friend. Because especially for another bartender, I don't know, because it's like a game sometimes between just trying to. We have a game. I'm sure it's around other bars, but I know around here specifically. If I was working and Caitlin came in, I'm trying to get her kind of drunk a little bit. I'm just trying
Okay.
to just a fun little, and vice versa. She'll give me a nice little glare and like drink it, like kind of like
Yeah.
it's just like a fun little game we play with each other. But I always thought like any of the LITs, whether it's the Long Beach, the BMF.
Then about you? What's a underrated and overrated drink?
Also, I'm gonna start with the overrated drink.
Overrated drink, LID.
Is the yellow. Well, I was gonna change my answer. Honestly, it's tea. I think it's.
This is 0 to 100 really quick.
Yes.
0 to 100 really quick.
Coke. It's Red Bull and Blue Curacao.
Ooh.
And let me tell you, it goes down a little too easy. People love them, but it has the exact same effect as an LIT does, but it looks a lot prettier.
So is that your underrated?
Yeah,
Is that your underrated drink?
that is my underrated drink. Yeah.
Perfect. What about you, Morgan?
If you asked me a week ago for the overrated drink, I would not have said this. I'm gonna say Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
I had to make
I don't know
so
about
many.
that.
Okay, when you have to make,
We're still hoping.
we have to make 28 Jaeger bombs within like 2 hours. Not 2 hours. It was like an hour. It was
Wow.
a lot of Jaeger bombs.
I would
A lot of Jaeger bombs.
I would say like even though I like the margaritas, I did an event, it was a margarita only event. I made so many margaritas. Then I was like, I don't want to do a margarita.
Yeah.
I would call that my underrated drink because they're so easy to They're so easy to make, but they're also so easy to mess up. So like when you get a really good one, they're super refreshing.
Have any like funny story, something that like you can remember, or you always will remember something funny that happened? Like someone fall asleep behind the bar. I had one time. This guy was at the bar. He paid his bill, and then I went to do something, and I came back, and I couldn't see him anymore. I was like, okay, he paid his bill. He's gone. And then another customer comes in and is like, you have a guy on the floor here. And I was like, oops.
I have two. I won't tell the 45-degree angle story.
Oh, that's what I wanted. Oh, that one is so good.
So no, I think you have to know the guy for it to be super good. We get our regulars all the time. And he comes in religiously. I mean, less now than he used to, but he's a big, Georgia fan? Georgia State.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And I guess they had a game that night and they did great or they did really bad. Either way, he had a lot to drink about it. And he came in with one of his friends. Really, his friend walked in, opened the door, held the door open for about 3 minutes. It was just me and DeMille working. And I was like, what is this guy? What's he holding the door open for? Our customer walks in literally on a 45-degree angle, like Michael Jackson style. So 45. Like, we couldn't recreate it. We have no idea how he did it. And he walks up to the bar. He's in a fight with the bar stool, trying to figure out how to get past it so he can get up to me. God. And he's like, Caleb, I need a beer. And I was like, yeah, absolutely not.
You need to go home. You need to go home.
Go directly home. 2.5 hours go.
What about you, Morgan?
I honestly blocked them all out. I'm like, yeah, I remember that now that you're saying it, but like I kind of just blocked them out a little bit there. It's like, oh gosh.
Jamil, tell me what you got.
Probably an epic one. Actually, one of my. There's so many. There's a lot of them, but the one that I can remember that was probably one of the most impactful ones. I came in, right? This is actually when I was managing, and Caitlin was there. She was behind the bar with another bartender. I just remember, I'm walking in. It was late, maybe I don't know, like 11ish or something. I remember it was busy in there. It was. I just remember everybody saying, "DeMille, D, you gotta get this chick out of here. She's crazy." And I was just like, I didn't even step in the building yet. Like, it was like crazy. And everybody was saying this. That's how I knew she was a problem. But anyway, one of our regulars, one of the most nicest guys, all they did was drink and they played their pool and they were just, they're so chill. They were so chill. They never ever caused a problem. All I know is everybody was like, get her out of here, get her out of here. I just remember he had her in a full Nelson and he was taking her out. And I was like, I'm just looking like, what's going on here? He took her out. He was like, oh, she's crazy. And everybody's like, she gotta go. And I remember as she was sitting there, right, she started crying. And, I'm trying to get to it. And I'm like, well, you're definitely not allowed in here. So she sat right outside. And I'm trying to talk to her, and actually, our friend, and she used to work there, Gabby, she was out there with us. I wish she was here to help me with the story, but it's pretty bad. I sat beside, well, she's like right here. This is the table. I'm sitting right here. I'm like, are you okay? Like, do you need like a ride home?
Babysitting.
Call you? Yeah, babysitter. Like, need an Uber or something like that. And she was calling 911.
Oh
Yeah, that story. And I'm not gonna say everything she said, but she was like, yeah, it feels, I'm gonna say it in the nicest way, I think I'm about to get abused, let's just say that.
Oh.
And I was like, the story flipped so crazy, and our friend Gabby was like, what she said? And I'm just like, okay. But I just remember the police coming up. And at that time, police were very, they were friendly with us. They kind of knew us. They knew.
There was a time.
Yeah, they knew us. And like he strolled up, one officer, and he was like, Miss, did you call 911? And she was like, yeah, why are you here? And he was like, okay, let me talk to you. You're the manager. And that was like
She's
one
clearly
of the,
not it.
yeah, they knew automatically, and that was one of the stories where I was just like, oh no, that was pretty funny.
It's probably like, like I just want to get out of here.
Yeah, and then
He came inside and he was like, that was wild.
Yeah, and then another thing that was funny about that, automatically everybody needed a smoke break. From that. And it's like, all right.
So everyone just
Yeah,
outside.
I was like, 25 people don't need a smoke break right now. Like, go back inside. Go back inside. But
Perfect. Okay, that's perfect. So, how does your perfect customer looks like?
they tip for one.
They tip well. Tip well.
Yeah,
Tip
tip
well.
Tip well, not like $1 for like a $60 tab. But they tip well, but they're also, I don't know, they're kind of chill, laid back, and they go with the flow. That's just,
For you.
that's easy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good vibe. Like they don't bother a lot.
Yeah, they don't bother a lot. They just kind of like go with the flow, just a good time.
What about you, Morgan?
Yeah, I would say like go with the flow. A lot like you had Austin down at the end. A lot like that. Someone to like joke around with. I feel like, and just be like a weird self with.
Yeah. Someone doesn't come to the bar and just pour all their emotions into you, all their problems, right?
Yeah, tell me something fun and uplifting. Not like, oh man, my dog just got hit. My wife is mad at me. And like, no, come in like I had a good day at work and listen to this cool thing that happened. Those are good customers.
I was talking with this dude for like half an hour, chill dude, we're just talking, right? And then I noticed he had a ring, and I was like, oh, you have a ring. Cool, how's the wife? And I was like, oh, actually, my wife died 2 years ago. And I was like, what did I do? I was like, why?
Drink some me.
Yeah,
Ooh, so shots.
yeah. And then like 2 years ago, and he still had the ring. So this woman did something right, you know.
Yeah.
She was a good one. Perfect. What do you think will be like something that people they don't know about this profession, and like they will be surprised to learn? Is it more the emotional part, the connection with the customer, the like therapist that's not getting paid $200 an hour?
And it's not even the therapist part of the way. If you consider how many different types of personalities that you're working with every night, and you have to remain
Yes.
Like, you have to be
Smile in your face.
Yeah.
smile on your face, keep the jokes going, have
Yeah.
a personality. You have the guy who's upset with you. You got the guy who's upset with life. You have your best friend, the one that doesn't want to stop talking. Who just came down here to see you. The one who is mad at her boyfriend and started fighting. And you have to remain like happy and uplifted and still like creating an environment for everyone else. So when you do,
Don't be afraid to drink. I didn't poison. I did not poison those guys. You saw me doing it. Well,
like it's emotional. Like it is a lot. This is fantastic.
That is
This is the
fantastic.
right time to start drinking.
It's a long time to stop drinking. Long time to stop drinking.
I like, don't be afraid, guys.
Ooh,
Oh, fantastic.
that is yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They just say be nice for the camera.
Keep it away from me a little bit. That's really tasty right there.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Tell me something that people don't understand about this profession. Is it the emotion part that, like, you know, your own problems that have to stay outside and
Yeah, it's
inside
like the
is
draining
about?
of like sometimes like we were saying before, like, oh yeah, my dog just died. Like I have somebody say, oh yeah, like this lady like on my street, she got hit by the car and like she was in her car and like a tree fell on her after the floods, and I was like,
It happened. I had ones that I don't know if like I had this guy and we used to talk all the time, and one day for some reason I was super busy. I don't really know like what happened. Like I don't know if one of the bartenders didn't show up or we're just like super packed, and so I was just back and forth and I couldn't give him the attention that I normally would. And he actually pulled me to the side and was like, "Hey Gustavo, I did something wrong to you?" And I was like, "No, why?" And he's like, "Oh, because today you're not talking as much with me." And I'm looking at around, I was like, "Can't you see this is back?" And then and that's when he hit me. I was like, this moment that me and him have, it's so important to him that he cannot read the room. And I was like, holy shit, you know, I need to get paid more for this. I need more money for this. I need more money for this. Perfect. So that will lead us to, is that a time? I know we talked and you said like I want to quit. I want to quit every time. I know.
There's
But-
probably a moment in the night that you're like, wow, this is a lot. This is really overwhelming.
But is
Like,
that a specific moment that you're like, yeah, nah, I just
no. I mean, maybe
No,
it's just
that's
you know,
great.
you come in and you're super tired that day, but you still have to. It's just like we were saying, like, you still have to be super up. You still have to have the personality for it. It could be you have your own stuff going on in your own life,
True.
and it could be like there was just a little bit too much emotion down here, or maybe something there was an incident earlier in the day, and you're just like, wow, there's a lot. Like, how much longer do I want to do this? Like, it's not really a thought of like quitting or wanting to leave, but more how long am I going to do this? That it's not going to start impacting me in some way, but by the end of the night, you're over it, and you love your or you love the employees and you love your
coworkers.
The regular does the same, and by the time you go home, take a nap, you're over it next day, and you're ready to do it again. I think it would be hard sometimes.
Perfect.
Like I have moments where I say, you know, I probably only have another year of this left in me, but I don't.
You don't mean it.
I don't think that I would ever. It would be easy for me to ever utter those words like, "Hey, it's time for me to go." I don't think.
Perfect. What about you, Demille?
I would hate to piggyback off of Caitlin, but Caitlin said it perfectly well. It's like never really a moment of quitting. They had moments of like definitely like frustration. Sometimes like maybe like the customers are like fighting or something over the stupidest, pettiest thing. But then it's like you kind of take a moment to yourself, like, yeah, I'm about to take a double shot or something real quick to kind of just get through the night. But never really a moment where I like was going to quit. Definitely moments where it was like frustrating. Sometimes like I remember one time going to be nice.
Look at me.
No, not you. Not you. Not you.
What did you do?
Not you. It was just a shot the other day. There was this. All right, I'll tell you a quick little frustration story. It's one time where somebody was working the front, right? And basically the bar was jam-packed, and I had to go get the beers up front and restore like liquor and stuff like that. And the garbages were all full, all more full. And I looked and I was just like, all right, sometimes I have those little moments where I'm not so sweet, cuddly teddy bear. So I took all 3 garbages, picked them all up, looked the person in the face, put it on the carpet, and dragged it to the back, like, do your job. Like, I'm over here.
Yeah.
It's like 40 people in here, and then I'm the only one doing anything. It didn't make me want to quit, but it made me want to, it made like a fire in me, like, oh, I'm going to do this by myself. But just let me know I'm going to do it by myself.
I'm gonna show it to you.
Yeah. So it was kind of like, I didn't want to quit, but it's like, it made more of a fire, I should say, for me to continue on to do the shift, because it was a lot.
No,
There's a lot of
shit.
people.
What about you, Morgan? Thoughts about quitting anytime? Any customers just came and poured their soul to you?
There was one night that this lady came in. It was right before Thanksgiving. She was very emotional because her father was not her father. She pointed out very it's not her father, might be her father, wasn't her father, was in the hospital. All the family knew that he was dying, but he needs to live for me. I was just sobbing on my shoulder. That was hot. That was a mom. I was like, okay. Maybe I should avoid. I was like, it's okay. Like, you know, if he's in a lot of pain, he doesn't want to go on. Just because you don't know how to change a tire. That was a month after she came in the first time. That was what she got. She described her night. She was on a date with a childhood friend who was much older than her. She was like 8 when she met him. He was like 18 or whatever. She's 40 now. When they came in,
Not just for the time, and not at the time. They were not dating at the time.
No, they're not.
We have to clarify that. We cannot do that. Okay.
Like she's known him since she was a child, but red flag.
Okay.
She came in, she was like, yeah, I wanted to date with this guy. He wanted me to do some stuff with him that I didn't want to do, which was
she?
I'm not going there.
Was she specific about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was. We got all the details. We did.
There's some people don't know how to. Some people don't know how to hide the details.
And she was like, well, at least I got what it was, 1 tall boy, 8 Southern Comfort shots, shooters, and like $40 for cigarettes or something. And she sent her on the way. She came here and it would not stop telling that story to anyone that would listen.